Welcome to Betting Expert. In this video, we're going to be talking about responsible gambling, and we know it is a big issue and a very serious one at that as well. So we're going to talk to you about what it means to be a problem gambler, how to spot the early warning signs, and then how to ultimately get treatment and get back to enjoying betting responsibly. Now here at Betting Expert, we believe that betting is a way of making sports more entertaining, and ultimately really only those that are truly experienced or professional gamblers should ever really think about earning money from gambling. For the vast majority of the casual punters out there, gambling should ultimately be about having fun, and when the fun stops, you should stop too. Now, having worked for a bookmaker myself, I know full well that it's very much easier said than done to actually stop when the fun stops. Gambling can be highly addictive, given that you do experience really big thrills, highs when you do find those big winners. But there is a negative effect that can happen as well if you get in too deep with betting. So what are the early warning signs when it comes to spotting someone that has a potential problem with gambling? Well, secrecy over finances, overdue bills, constant need to borrow or lend money as well, and of course stealing money can also be a sign that something is amiss. And there are more subtle things as well, so such as not being really present when it comes to personal or work obligations can also be another sign of an issue. Now, problem gamblers do tend to go through 4 separate phases, and I'll just go into those now. The first of which is the winning phase. So this obviously feels pretty good. People are placing bets and winning quite a lot maybe to start out with, and they attribute that to their own knowledge of sport or what have you, and that can very much be considered beginner's luck, which then moves on to phase 2, where people then lose significant amounts. So on the back of those big wins, they go chasing the highs of those big wins and then continue to lose more often. And then they ultimately become more worried about gambling than they do the rest of their lives. And then the third phase is the desperation phase, where basically all control is lost. The only thing that matters is finding the means to get the next bet on, which ultimately then results in the loss of jobs or divorce or relationships or even criminal activity as well. And then moving on to the last phase, hopelessness, where basically everything is lost, including hope. Now, this is something where we don't want anyone to ever get to, but it is a reality of gambling addiction. But the fourth phase does then introduce the possibility of suicidal thoughts or even actions. Now, I know that's pretty heavy in terms of a video here on Betting Expert, but I think it needs to be said in order to get that message across that if you need to identify where you're at in your betting journey, that is the potential what could happen. But there is hope. There are organizations out there designed to help out problem gamblers, and I'll post useful links below this video in the description for all of those. And we also have tips on the Betting Expert website to go into how you can basically limit your own gambling or potentially limit or restrict access to gambling websites. But feel free to contact us with your story with regards to responsible betting, either in the comments below this video or in a private message. We love to hear from you. We try to make the community more aware of these issues and actually deal with them if they ever come up. So thanks a lot for watching. Please do enjoy gambling for what it is, and as always, gamble responsibly.